In this video section of the WOW Tour, we enjoyed a visit to a UNESCO World Heritage Site, an iconic Canadian training area, and yet another try at a casino. So here we go, off to the next adventure, which is...
Ladies and gentlemen, the traveling WOW barriers. A visit to a place named Head Smashed in Buffalo Jump. Head Smashed in Buffalo Jump is located where the foothills of the Rocky Mountains begin to rise from the prairies, which is approximately 18 kilometers west of Fort Macleod, Alberta, Canada, on Highway 785. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and home of the Museum of the Blackfoot Culture. The Buffalo Jump was used for 5,500 years by the indigenous peoples of the plains to kill buffalo by driving them off the 11-meter high cliff. Before the late introduction of horses, the Blackfoot drove the buffalo from a grazing area of the Porcupine Hills about 3 kilometers west of the site to the drive lanes, lined by hundreds of cairns. By dressing up as coyotes and wolves, the specialized young men trained in animal behavior known as buffalo runners would guide the buffalo into the drive lanes. Then, at full gallop, the buffalo would fall off the edge of the cliff from the weight of the herd pressing against them from behind, hitting the ground meters below, which rendered them immobile. After falling off the cliff, the injured buffalo were finished off by other Blackfoot warriors at the cliff base armed with spears and clubs. The carcasses were then processed at a nearby camp. The camp at the foot of the cliffs provided the people with everything they needed to process a buffalo carcass, including fresh water. The buffalo carcasses were used for a variety of purposes, from tools made from the bones to the hide, which was used to make dwellings and clothing. After a successful hunt, the wealth of food allowed the people plenty of leisure time to enjoy and pursue artistic and spiritual interests. This increased the cultural complexity of the society.
The proper name for the Head Smashed In site in Blackfoot is
Estipaskikikinikots.
And according to Wiki, it translates more accurately to English as where we got our heads smashed. This fits more closely with the legend which states that about 150 years ago, a young brave wanted to witness the plunge of the countless buffalo as they were driven over the sandstone cliffs to the ground in front of him. Standing under the shelter of the ledge, like a man behind a waterfall, he watched the great beasts cascade past him. But the hunt was unusually good that day, and, as the bodies mounted, he became trapped between the animals and the cliff. When his people came to do the butchering, they found him with his skull crushed by the weight of the buffalo. Thus, they named the place Head Smashed In. The base of the cliff is now scattered with thousands of bones.
After that visit, Dad, or as Ken affectionately calls him, Pop, treated us to a visit at the NWMP musical ride training area. The tour of the inside of the various buildings and forts was quite interesting. Must say, Dad really kept us busy and well entertained while we were visiting.
Yeah, thanks, Pop. That was very nice. The next day, we decided to try our luck at the local casino in Calgary. Lady Luck, as far as winning at the casino, was not shining down on us. That said, and all things considered, we were very fortunate and lucky in many other ways throughout this trip. We had great weather and no major incidents of any consequence on the road. I would say that's a decent trade-off, wouldn't you? One must remain positive, as everything is indeed relative. Well, that's it for now. Stay tuned for the next video where we will let everyone know which route we decided to take for the next section of the journey.
We said our so longs, packed the RV with a fresh supply of food, drinks, and clean sheets, then headed on down the road.
Ciao for now.